Today, the contents of our lecture are going to be the orbital cavity itself, the bony socket. We will discuss the bones, the forming the margins of the orbital cavity in the front, making the walls of the orbital cavity, the openings that are present in them, and the overall relations of the orbital cavity to the nearby cavities. Then we'll discuss the muscles, what are its functions, how they are attached, what are their nerve supply, along which axis do they move, and how do we test them. Then we will move on to the structures, the vessels, and nerves of the orbit, majorly the branches of the ophthalmic artery, and the nerves will include the motor and the sensory nerves present there. In the eye, we will see its outer coverings, the fibrous coat. Then we will dive into the deeper structures that will include the other layers, the lens, the cornea, all the other things inside as we move along. And before ending, we will discuss the a little functional uh, pathways also. We will discuss the visual pathway, its abnormalities, and the pathway for reflex and accommodation and their abnormalities. And then we will close the lecture by discussing the eyelid anatomy and the anatomy of the lacrimal apparatus. Let's start with our topic for today. That is, let's start with the orbital margin. The orbital cavity, it opens to the front with the open to the front, and this margin of bone that demarcates the entry point of the orbital cavity, that is known as